Again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Sfthm. I've got a couple of things I want to say off the bat before we start talking about. You're going to do a Q&A session tonight, but firstly, let's talk about SummerSlam, shall we? A lot of people have said to me already today, come on, what do you think of SummerSlam? And the simple fact of the matter is, I didn't watch it. I had a live stream at one point, but it was just being a twat. I just thought, fuck it, I'll watch it tomorrow on Daily Motion or on Galaxy. And I come on tonight today and I just thought to myself, I can't be arsed. Everyone's saying it was an okay show, so it's like, yeah, I didn't miss anything, did I? In my predictions, I went 3-3. Of the 8 matches, I didn't do a prediction for the women's match. I didn't do a prediction for the Hardy MVP segment. I actually wish I'd seen that because it would have been nice to have seen Austin. But yeah, I got 3 right, 3 wrong. And of course, my prediction that Cena would retain was right, which I was gobsmacked about. I watched one match last night, one whole match, and that was the main event, which I was very disappointed about. And it just showed just how bad a wrestler Orton is. Why do I say that? Well, how many times did fucking Orton put that blooming rest hold headlock on? He is the master at rest hold. Even The Rock didn't use as many fucking headlocks as he did. Damn. The second thing I wanted to talk about tonight, before we get on with the Q&A, is that I'm going to be seriously toning down the amount of vids that I make. You know me, I make a vid a day. I sometimes make 2 vids a day. On Fridays, I sometimes do 4 vids a day. Back when I was doing Tune of the Week, you get a Q&A, you'd get Tune of the Week, and then you get an impact review as well. You normally spend 3 or 4 vids. That's not going to happen anymore, basically, because I feel burned out at the moment. I feel a victim of my own success, if that makes sense, because every time I come online, it's anyone who's hosting on MSN or on Skype, the first thing they always say to me, hey Mark, you're making a vid today, and it's like, yeah, I just feel so much pressure to make vids, that, yeah, I'm going to start turning them down, maybe 1 or 2 a week nowadays, so you'll get vids, you will still get vids off me, but I've got a life outside of the internet, you know, I want to be concentrating on that. Yeah, I found that all I seem to care about is my online life, and I want to sort of step back from that a little bit. Anyway, the third thing is tonight's Q&A. A lot of you today will have gone in your inbox and found text responses to questions. I apologise for that. What I've done is picked out the best. A lot of questions as well, I'm afraid, guys, I've deleted simply because if you don't get a reply in this and you haven't had a text response, it's simply because either your question was too long, or it's that I've had it before. And yeah, one of the problems with doing a Q&A show that comes up, but it has a lot of shows, is that you get the same questions again and again and again, So after a while, it's like, oh, that one again. One more thing before I get on with it. John Cheese, you may love your Coke Zero, yeah, but me, sorry dude, but I'm a Pepsi Max fan, and that ain't ever going to change. Oh, there. Right. Been whipped on for 3 minutes. Let's go on with some Q&A. Excuse me. The Scatman wants to know, here, always good questions from you. What is your favourite SummerSlam ever? I'd have to say 92 for the awesome IC title main event. Apart from the main event, what else do you remember from 92? You just remember that. My favourite SummerSlam was 2002. Fucking brilliant show. Top to bottom card was really good. Next, you're a big fan of wrestling books. So which wrestler or wrestling personality should bring out a book next? On a side note, I've heard that Bret's 400-page book is out in October, and Jericho's out just after that. Well, personally, the thing is that there's those two that I want to see books from, especially if they write them themselves. And one of the things that bugs me about wrestling books is ghostwriters. I don't like ghostwriters just coming along and making stuff up when they write the book for the person. So yeah, those two are the ones I want. Another rumour I've heard that ROH's 161st show, there will be a big surprise, and that Paul Heyman is coming in. Do you think this means he is done with the E, and what do you think of the prospects of Paul in ROH? Paul Heyman in ROH makes me jizz. God, if it happens, I'm going to be the happiest guy. You got to remember that Dave Saporki. God, why can I never ever? I'm a big Ring of Honor fan. I can never remember the guy's fucking name. Anyway, he worked under Paul Heyman in ECW, so yeah, he learned off him. Brilliant. I would love it. I would love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Anyway. And finally, a favourite. Who's the better worker from these combinations and best overall walker from it all? Out of Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair. Better worker was Flair just. Dynamite Kid and Kurt Angle is Dynamite Kid. No, it's not. It's Kurt Angle. Jericho and Bret Hart is Bret. Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe is Danielson. Kenta and AJ Styles is Kenta. Hernandez and Kane is Kane. Rey Mysterio and Dean Malenko, you evil man. Dean Malenko, because I hate Rey Mysterio now. Out of them all, the best overall worker was Flair, probably then Hart, and then all out of those ones that you're giving me, I toss up between Bryan Danielson and Kurt Angle. So, this does HBK2K8 says, which two wrestlers do you think have the greatest chemistry in the ring? Do you believe that WWE should have a type of awards like TNA where the foul is two questions, Dick? Who has the greatest chemistry in the ring? Austin and Rock, I'd say, probably, of the mainstream. Styles and Daniels, I've got classic chemistry because I think the ones who get on with each other backstage, you know, who are mates backstage, they're the ones. Yeah, I always thought Rock and Jericho as well had great chemistry in the ring, to be honest. And yeah, your second one was, who do you think WWE should have do you think WWE should have a type of awards like TNA where the fans say who they believe is great in the ring? They should, but they won't because they just manipulate it so that, you know, the ones that they want to win are the ones, you know. Foreshadowed, always a good pleasure. What is your overall favourite TNA X Division title feud? Mine personally was Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels. Me too. I totally agree. What do you think will be the best potential X Division title feud to help rejuvenate TNA's now demoted division? Well, I'm sure no one will complain if Daniels and Styles went at it again. Let me have a think. Pepsi helps me then. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I always say that they should concentrate on the X Division, and now I'm put on the spot about who should feud over it. I can't think of any fucking people. Ha! But yeah, imagine someone like Danielson, though. I mean, I've always said I believe that TNA should start their work partnership with Ring of Honor again. There's some great people in Ring of Honor that I would love to see. Delirious, I mean, I always say, imagine Delirious as X Division champion. I love that thought. Ask from yourself, if you had a golden opportunity to package the way WWE is handling CM Punk, what would you do to benefit Punk's WWE career and why? Plus, what types of feud would help benefit his career, not only for himself but the WWE fans also? Well, of course, I would have had him win the ECW title probably last night, if not a Great American Bash. He needs to go into a feud with, he needs, you know, the Legend Killer gimmick that started off, you know, I'm not saying he should be the Legend Killer. What I'm saying is that he needs to beat some big names so that he's established as a player, you know? That's how you become an established name. You beat the old guy. You beat the big guns, and then you become a player in your own right. Cheers, Liz. Fanboy 1977, here's one from Mr. Shoot. Hey Mark, I wanted to get your opinion on how WCW used Bret Hart and how you think they should have used him. Bret Hart was used so badly in WCW. Here's two little points I'm going to bring up as to why. First appearance of Bret Hart was at Starrcade, yeah? Starrcade 97, wasn't it? What did he do on that pay-per-view? Can you remember? Hey, Mr. Shoot, I may not have watched WCW, but I've watched it since, so I can tell you that he was the guest referee between Zbyszko, Larry Zbyszko, and Eric Bischoff. He wasn't even in a match. Now think about this, he was coming off the biggest swerve, the biggest screw job of all time. You know, he was the hottest thing in wrestling. He was the most talked about person in wrestling. And from the moment that they got him, they fucked him over by making him a guest referee. There goes all WCW's money. The other one is when they put the fucking title on him, because they did it in by the way that every time that he was WCW champion, the way that they did it made him look ridiculous. The WCW title by that point, by each time that Bret won it, the title didn't mean squat, nothing. Bret Hart was misused over and over again. He would come up with storylines that were nixed by fucking Booker Nash. He was used so badly. So, that's it for part 1 of tonight's vid. Join me again in part 2 if you like. If you don't, I've got no objections with that. Yeah, I'll see you in a second, alright? Take it easy.